el ritmo de la matraca. La matraca.
We're now going to present videos. Who would like to present their video first?
We'll go. Alright, let's go.
Why did they get to go first?
Because we volunteered. Yeah. We raised our hand. Well, ours was space race between US and Russia. Here it is. Space race! Space race!
Space race.
Space race!
Wait, what is this space race you speak of?
The space race contributed to two countries, which were the United States and Russia. The challenge was to see who could reach space first. After the United States launched the Sputnik to the outer world, their emotions bottled up, and they were worried that the Russians would bomb them.
How did the people in the US and Russia react to the space race?
People in the US were amazed and frightened about the idea of going to the moon. They thought it was impossible to go that far and had a chance to be the first to go. Russians responded by expecting the challenge. They were ready to win and put a fight against the US. That's when NASA was created.
Let's have a game with happy and sad music.
What is NASA?
NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. When the U.S. Congress passes legislation, it established NASA. All it really is a civilian agency responsible for coordinating America's activities in space. It was also created in response to the 1957 launch of Sputnik 1.
What is a Sputnik?
Sputnik is an unmanned satellite that the Americans launched into space. It was the first artificial Earth satellite that the Soviet Union launched into low orbit of the Earth. It was sent to space on October 4th, 1957 at 7:28 p.m. We were the first to send a satellite, but not to send a human to explore space. Russia was, and the name was Yuri Gagarin.
Who is Yuri Gagarin?
He was a Russian cosmonaut and the first human ever to go to space, which was on April 12, 1961. His flight lasted 108 minutes. He was ejected from the spacecraft and landed by parachute.
Who is John Glenn and what did he do in 1962?
50 years ago, John Glenn was the first American astronaut to go to space and orbit Earth. He is the oldest person to fly in space, and many people from NASA recognize him. Not only did he fly into space, but he also became a senator in Ohio and served 59 combat missions in World War II. John Glenn is a man of great honor and pride.
Then who's Neil Armstrong and what was his impact?
Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the moon and say the famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant step for mankind." It's important because he was the first man to ever step on the moon. He was involved in the Apollo trip.
What was the Apollo trip?
The Apollo program was designed to land humans on the moon and bring them back to Earth safely. The last human has stepped on the moon was after Apollo 17, which was in 1972. NASA did actually prepare for Apollo 18, 19, and 20, but they canceled it because the whole world was stuck on Apollo 11.
Let's have a game with happy and sad music.
Is there a possibility that the U.S. could step foot on another planet?
To be honest, there's a possibility that the U.S. might step foot on the red planet, Mars. But right now, all they have is a robot inspecting it. As you may see, U.S. has done more research of the outer world than Russia.